come into what
I know you want me. You know I want you. I know you want me. You know I want you. What was that? 1,
I think it was
2,
called
3, 4. Uno, dos,
Uno,
tres,
dos,
cuatro.
tres.
What
Mr.
is
Worldwide.
Prestige Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Hey, David,
Fine,
again, have we started
Are we
podcasting with you, or are we just
No,
recording?
I think it's actually started both. Like I said,
Do you want me to
Yeah,
check
try
on
to
YouTube
record
to
that.
see if we're appearing online?
it does appear that we're online.
then.
Well, apparently Riverside just does it straight away now. That's good.
Okay.
Got to put that in. So, hello, welcome. I'll trim this out on the actual podcast.
Oh yeah,
not-
we are going. We are going. We didn't get to sing our usual song.
I think we sang Pitbull instead, so that's
We sang
that'll
Pitbull
do.
off the record.
Go on then.
1, 2, 3, 4. Uno,
Let me
dos,
hear you scream.
tres,
Oh, sorry, different one.
That's a good song as well. Like
Too many songs that start with that.
Push it, watch me work it. Work that one.
Worth it, yeah. This is really...
How have you got that? How have you got the Madeleine Milan?
Whoa! What a way to start.
And Natalie just put
Right.
that. Like, I don't know how Natalie's got that video on her phone, but she just that video was 9 years old a couple of months ago.
I don't know what video you're talking about, David.
No, me neither. I don't know.
Right. Anyways, welcome along to the Back of Football Show. This is the first proper one of the season with 2 games in, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning, so I've got a little bit of energy. First and foremost, good day from Australia, from Melbourne.
G'day.
I am drinking.
Foster's.
I'm doing what we're drinking first. No,
You're
it's
drinking
6 o'clock in
Foster's?
the morning. Actually,
Foster's Radler.
6:02. Oh wait, get on the beer. So it is a weekend. Pepsi bags. But what's different about Australia is this: look at the size of the beast.
Oh mate, it's up from a usual 330.
The
Wow, that's
massive.
375, lad.
45 mils more of Pepsi Max.
Surprisingly, it does make.
Mate,
It
do you know
makes
what?
all the difference.
It's got like caffeine in it, and Pepsi Max, so like that 45 extra mil is going to send Smithy hyper.
Woo! Good evening, Dean, and
good evening.
Yorkshire Maxim's in the chat as well.
Oi,
I don't know
oi.
why Jacob isn't joining us. He's allowed to.
He's allowed.
Come and join us, Jacob. Come back to us.
Yeah. There you go. So, right, boys, I'll go with Alan because he's hiding himself. What are you drinking, mate?
I think Alan's got
Hey,
a better pixel count on his camera than David. Like,
Well, it's an iPhone 15, so probably. Had a cup of tea, mate. I'm not
Cup of
drinking
tea.
anything in particular. I'll be drinking tomorrow, so nothing today.
you got the game like out tomorrow?
I am going to the game. I'm obviously
Oh.
committed season ticket holder now.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, so our Jake Crouchy will obviously be there with his brother Tom. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Nice. David, what are you drinking? I'm just gonna.
2 seconds. Can I just please call out the Rick and Morty style? Just burp at the end there. Clash.
What me? Here was it?
Right,
I
so
don't know,
I've
somebody
got Stella Artois.
Is
So
it
Unfiltered.
white Frida.
Yeah, I got it with the. We've spoken about this before on a previous podcast, but I got it with the Sainsbury's £12 meal deal. You get
Oh,
a
Free
yeah.
main,
boxing glove.
main aside, a dessert, and
Sponsor the podcast, Sainsbury's.
and some beer or wine. But I chose beer this time. And this is what the beer was.
Sainsbury's, you mean?
Sainsbury's, oh yeah.
Sainsbury's.
Morrison's.
Oh, yeah. I go
All right,
then,
then.
Andrew. I'm sure you.
I've got right. I mean, David, you've already seen this, so it's not so much of a surprise. And I promise you, this isn't like a sponsored segment. But I've got the BrewDog Deadpool and Wolverine beer that they've released.
Oh, very nice.
Do you know what?
It's actually
Is it any
pretty
good?
good. Like,
What does it taste like?
Beer.
it tastes like the standard BrewDog, but a little bit better.
Every other brew dog that's been brought out. It's just
You
the
know, like
same
the standard
in a
blue
different
one,
tin.
right? but it's
like Barnard
slightly.
Castle.
It's called R-rated IPA or something. I don't know what you can say that.
I had a couple of tins of Wingman the other day, and I wasn't impressed.
Wingman.
Yeah, brewed by Brewdog.
Who makes Wingman like?
Brewdog.
All right. Okay.
Just a generic, just not as good as Punk. I just
Was
think the kick in the can down the road. Pardon the pun, but I just think it's a rebrand every time. Like Barnard Castle Eye Test, Wingman, Elvis Juice. I know Elvis Juice is a little bit different, but
what I mean. I just think kick it out, don't they? Just based on whatever's like popular at the time. Oh, Lee just scored again. 2-0.
I couldn't see
Hold on,
that.
not on my fucking stream. They haven't. 1 second. Hold on.
Not in mine either.
We talked about this a bit last season, didn't we?
Hold on.
David is a potential sports commentator. Here's your chance, David. It's your first chance of the season.
Okay, here we go.
Finish.
The Leeds
is it the counter
from the corner flag? They've cleared it up the field. Number 44 tried to go for a header, but he's got cement shoes.
Oh, that is
Dan James.
Good tackle. Good tackle. No, they're on the break. They're breaking away at the right hand. Great ball through the fucking middle. The guy's gone up. He's going to score. He's just dinked it straight past the keeper. It was a brilliant goal. I don't know who it is. I'll tell you in a second. Number 7.
Dan James.
Are we going to start a GoFundMe for David to get into
what 2024?
Yeah. Brilliant breakaway. It was Dan James. Yeah, brilliant breakaway goal.
I mean, before we get into it, can I just ask if Ivan Toney's going to make an appearance today, or
he might do?
Busy trying to engineer a move, isn't he?
Well, because I do want to call on that actually, because there is something quite interesting I want to show you boys about where we are predicted to finish, even though we where we are right now.
All right, we'll see.
It's actually wild. Morning, Cabby. Welcome along.
Oh, Cab's there.
Cabby! Hello, mate.
Right. Also, I've got a notification on here that says, for David's only, by the way, actual recording is higher quality than shown.
I'm not sure, mate. I think it's a hardware issue.
Well, we've been through this before about the hardware, where the hardware came from. I'm not going to say on the live. But,
it's working. Just say work issues.
Fell off the back of a van. I heard found in the middle of Durham Road in a battered box.
Boys, we're coming up to the 8-minute mark. We haven't talked about Sunderland at all yet, so we've got a lot.
We're going to start, mate. There's lots to talk about.
We've got a lot to catch up on. First and foremost, because you're wearing the kit, let's talk about the kits.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just going to say, best one possibly ever. Top 10 away kits, and then just what the fuck with a third. Like, what the fuck with a third?
I'll open up the segment up by saying a lot of people have said that the kits are actually too small for this, so they want to size up. Now, I'll counter that with go to the gym, because they're exactly the size they should be. You know what I mean? If you're struggling to get an XL, you probably need to lose weight. Like, you're fine on me. Like,
that is brutal.
What if you?
I mean, this is a large, right? So this is a large. I usually get large, right? This is a large. Fits pretty good, mate. Like, not really an issue for me. I suppose if you're like massive, like Alan's saying, you might have bit more of an issue.
What if you've got like a third arm or something? Like, what about that?
Third leg, right?
A third arm.
Who's got a third arm, David? I've never seen anyone with a third arm. Like,
so what happened? Like total Greek or like Guato?
You're on the wrong side of the time for that though. Come on.
What, have a third arm?
Yeah.
No, man, I like these kits. Like, I think, mate, the home kit. Like, I've never bought a Sunderland kit in a lot of years, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, I might be in the queue to get that. Like, and I went down and kind of like, it mint. What a great kit. Away kit, also excellent.
Yeah,
like, our lass got the away kit for our lass's birthday. She loves it. Like, it's class. The third
All right,
kit.
hold on. We've got an opinion here.
Hello. Natalie, first appearance of the season.
Come on.
Hello.
Natalie. What did you just say?
What's she
I
doing?
don't like it.
You don't like it. You don't like it.
What?
She
The
doesn't
home
like
kit
what?
was a
Like-
wicket.
Doesn't like the away kit.
What for?
God, you're gonna give her a shake.
Couple more of these, mate. She'll soon like him.
You wouldn't dare.
I mean, Natalie, that is a real controversial opinion because I haven't talked to anyone who said they don't like the away kit.
Well, I
fucking
know,
top
but
drawer.
I don't like it.
It is
Do you like
mint.
the
I
third
must be
kit?
the only one. No, that's fucking awful. Goddamn awful.
God damn.
Okay, so I know, David, we spoke a little bit about this before, but I was in the Bridges today, just passing Jackie White's
Jackie White's
market.
market.
I was just passing Jackie White's market, right? And there was a guy in front of us. It was like a kid, like a teenager, and he had the third kit on. It was the long sleeve version. I don't know how he got hold of this, right? And I was like, it's even worse in person than it was on the internet.
Alan
Right.
likes it, man. Like I was sitting
I,
there.
look,
Alan,
well,
there was a
I
bloke
don't.
there
I'm
and
not
he-
saying it's horrendous. It's novelty in it. Like
yeah.
It is novelty.
Someone's
That's the word.
it's
Novelty.
you're literally going to buy it to collect it. You're not going to buy it to wear. Well, I wouldn't wear it, like, but like, me with
What,
Davey
the-
on the way at the match the other day, and we seen, the turkey ones where we thought this was
Yeah.
going to be the third kit.
The
There
old-
was just quite a
yeah,
few people wearing that, and that's
DH
actually
kit.
better. Yeah.
the old DH kit ones that were leaked.
The pre-exclusives. I thought they were funny though. I do like that. The weird one, was that the one the bloke was wearing or the woman was wearing? Because
Well,
The
Davey
one
showed
like-
me what wearing it.
It's like a dino fucking stripe from fucking top.
Yeah,
four.
yeah.
Like that.
yeah, like a Sonic episode. Right, I'm
I
just
tell you
going to
what I
quickly
did like
call
as
out
well.
a couple of people as well.
Just while we're on the subject of merch, like there were really some like training tops as well around about the time they released the away kit.
Oh,
They looked
the red
alright as
one.
well.
I like the red one, like the solid red.
Yeah, I think that came
Yeah.
out with a home kit, and then there was like a white one with like a stripe down the middle, like a diagonal stripe or something. That looked pretty good.
So with the third kit, one of the like training kits would have been nice with it. I think it's the one with like a zag, just like a line, like a sash through it.
A zigzag.
It-
Yeah,
just
I think that's the one I'm
sash.
talking about. Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
Zig
So
and
if
zag.
they use that as the third kit, and then like the full one is like, I don't know, like an exclusive where you might have sold about the same amount. Which, I don't know. It's just
I mean,
the home kit.
we
best
might
one
look
ever,
back
probably.
in 20 years' time in the same fondness we have for the. Oh, he's the lad. He's the lad coming in. You know, in the
Hey,
same
up.
fondness we have for like the early Vauxhall kits. You know, from
Cheers,
the
Jan.
90s and that. We might look back and be like, oh, that's actually mint. Like, but for me, the third's the worst of the three. I like the home kit the best. Like, I love it. Like, I wear this all the time if I could. It's mint.
Perfect. Jacob, welcome along.
Good evening, Jacob.
Welcome. Evening,
What are you
lads.
drinking? What are you
Happy
drinking?
new season, mate.
Aye,
I'm-
definitely.
I'm just going to quickly shout out Pastor Alex from Kenya. Welcome along, mate.
Pastor Alex.
All right.
Oh, pasta, like as in pasta, as in he's praying to God, or pasta, as in like he's eating some pasta, like some spaghetti.
T-O-R, so God,
T-O-R,
I think. Yeah,
man of the
T-O-R.
In the-
Or
Is
as
it-
In the
Americans
name
say,
of Jesus. In the
Pastor.
name of Jesus.
We've also got Paul Graham. He's asking how we're all doing. We're doing good.
Yeah,
man.
Fine, yeah.
Mike from around the corner says, "Is that an iced mocha can?" No, it's not. It's just a normal can of Pepsi. Mate.
I'm having
Please
Coke as
5
well.
mil though.
I'm 0.
375 mil. Don't sell yourself short, lad.
But
Trying to
what's
be
Jake
with
drinking?
you.
Jacob, what are you drinking?
Coke
So-
0.
Coke Zero. All right. Okay.
Pepsi versus Coke.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fight.
I was actually wondering, what were your lads? So Alan, Duve and Andy's thoughts on Reggie LeBrie the day he got appointed? Like, where were you and what were
Oh,
your
mate,
thoughts?
Look at him fire with a shit hot question.
We're jumping straight in, mate. Smithy, are we done with this segment? Are
Yeah.
we moving on? Yeah. Okay.
We went through the kits quite a bit. Yeah, to be fair. Well,
Yeah.
Just before we move on, Jacob, do you have any strong feelings on the kits, mate? Do you like them? Do you hate them?
I don't. The third one I don't mind. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea.
Oh, crikey.
The away
I
one's
like-
the away one's magnificent, along
Yeah.
with the home one. It's just it's good that we've got Hummel now, you know, because Nike and Adidas they're just
Yeah, to be fair,
corporate companies.
we haven't shouted out Hummel enough. Like Hummel have done a real great job on these kits. Like,
Yeah.
so
That's it.
shout out Hummel, sponsor the podcast.
Can I
Those
also
Love you,
just
Hummel.
can
the back end of
can I
last
also-
season, the jackets, they were good.
Yeah.
The purple ones. Yeah, I wish I got one.
Oh yeah, the Ivec ones. Yeah, they were good.
Hummel till we die.
No, they did a FA Cup one, didn't they, before the end of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
The
was
two
Shout out Hummel.
people who like the third kit are hiding their faces though, so that kind of tells you a little bit about it as well.
Tells you that they don't want to be recognised.
Cheeky
The
bastard.
streets.
Like, look at him. He's one of them
Right.
who likes the third kit. Get him.
Get out!
I seen him on the Back Football Show.
think of
That's
it.
definitely him.
right. Reggie Libri is what we're talking about.
Reggie Libre. All right.
Right.
I mean, I'll go first on this if you want. I mean, right, Reggie Libri. The day he was appointed, I was like, "Uh-oh, man got relegated last season. It didn't go very well for him.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a. I mean, there was a lot of hype about the Ginger Ninja, like, but ultimately ended up elsewhere. Where did he go, Mr. Still? Where did he go? Somewhere in France.
I think
Yeah.
as soon as we had Reggie come in, we just didn't care.
I think he signed for someone else first before we got Reggie in, right? Is that right? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He went
Remember
to
the
another
timeline.
French team.
Yeah, I think it was another French team, wasn't it? Yeah. So I think after he, like I said, the back end of last season, he was making all the right noises about coming here, and it was.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people thought it was pretty much a done deal. It was all wrapped up behind the scenes, and obviously that didn't come to fruition.
Do you think it was maybe because he was vying for a better deal elsewhere? So he made himself look available, like he was definitely coming. And he went,
I just think he looked at the package and he said no.
you reckon?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we got
a
probably
pretty-
offered him somewhere.
We're offering a pretty good package.
Well,
how many,
it's about
how many
control,
days
isn't
was
it?
it?
Control. It's about how much say he had, and I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe he was like, "Well, no, that's not my cup of tea." You know what I mean? Reggie's obviously fucking been relegated. Obviously, the season before he had a good season, so he's vying for work. So he's not overly fussed. I think Will still. I think he held himself in a too high regard. If you know what I mean. So
Sort of spat his dummy out, didn't he?
maybe, but as far as Lebrie's appointment goes, I was underwhelmed, like everyone else was. We didn't know. But the only thing I sort of thought was he's had a lot of coaching experience. You know what I mean? I thought
Yeah, he's been around the block.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
So
He's older than Michael Beale as well. I checked, like age difference generally.
Big Mick.
Yeah.
I thought we banned him from this season, lad. I thought we were leaving him last year.
well,
He's done an interview. He's done an interview with a YouTuber since leaving Sunderland, and it came out like a few days ago. And he talks about his time at Rangers, Liverpool Academy, and Sunderland. And about Sunderland, he said, "I never enjoyed it."
No shit.
Oh mate, I didn't enjoy any of it.
No.
I'm right there with him.
I remember.
He like he had a good crack of the whip, and that basically.
I think he's got himself to blame, though, mate.
It was the only job he didn't. The only job he's ever had that he didn't want to go to, or some shit like that. Well, that's what happens, mate, when you alienate the fans. You lose.
And you make a burner account.
Oh yeah.
Right, let's leave Mick Beale in the past. All right.
Yeah,
Right.
back to Reggie.
Your question was about
Let's
Reggie.
not stand.
Can I just
We're not going to
mention
talk
one
about him
thing
anymore.
One thing about Michael Beale, I think he must have been talking to Sheffield Wednesday last week because their football was fucking bad. I think at one point they were 3-0 down, they were passing along the back four, and I thought, it's Michael Beale in the fucking dugout here. They were pretty bad.
We'll get to that, Alan.
I mean, the Sheffield Wednesday are playing as we speak, by the way, and they're still losing 2-0.
Again, tongued by Leeds at home.
It'll be Danny roll out in the next few weeks to think, like, judging by what I'm watching here and what I watched last week.
Old sausage roll.
I've been asked to convert as many Australians into Mackhams as possible by Paul. I've actually converted like at least 3 people into Mackhams already, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Nice. That's because
That's
there's like the French.
I can send them a Sunderland kit, lad. It's only 150 quid.
$300 to convert yourself into a
$300
premium
Australian
membership.
dollars for one of these bad boys.
I tell you who you might bump into, Smithy. I know it's like
Hugh Jackman.
It's not a massive country, Australia, so you might bump into him.
It's not a massive country.
Steve Owen. Jack Rodwell. Oh no, Smithy. Isn't he playing for the team around? Is he playing for Melbourne FC or something like that?
Yeah, it'll be at. So the A League doesn't start until October though, which is weird. They kick off peak summer.
Part-timers, man.
They play in 40-degree weather. Fucking weird. But
Rodwell's
yes,
not
Reggie
playing
LeBray.
in 40 degrees, mate. He couldn't play in fucking 10 degrees. He's trotting around. In fact, I'd be surprised if he trotted. Man, he fuck it.
All right, Reggie LeBray. Let's crack back onto that.
I mean, nothing's changed in last season. We just got a massive tangent, and someone goes, "Oh shit, what we're talking about again?" Reggie LeBray.
Reggie LeBray.
I'm going to talk about his style of player.
I'll talk about that in a sec, but I think I want to reiterate what you said. When he first came in, very underwhelmed. His pre-season as well. Exactly as I expected. It's not
Bit of a mixed bag,
world beating. It's not world beating, but the thing I like about him is that he tries new things. He can.
He's a workaholic as well. He just moves on to the next game.
I think that's it. Good approach. I think also if we have a style, I think he has more than one option available to him because we flipped it around so many times in that preseason. Sometimes it didn't work, sometimes it did. So I like that he tries new things, and it's
he was
not
such
like
his team. He was such a
See who's going to fit where, who can do what job. Yeah,
well,
I mean that's what preseason's for. Like
and apparently cup games.
Well, I don't think anyone's too cut up about a Carabao Cup loss.
Mickey Mouse Trophy.
No, but with the Carabao Cup, he basically just said to the second stringers, he just went, right, okay, it's your chance to prove, your worth. And
oh my God,
look, we went out early, but yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? He's saying to them, right, come on, if you want to step up, you need to show me. And obviously, I don't know, I didn't watch the game, so I couldn't really comment. But obviously, yeah,
I didn't watch it either.
It wasn't that great. Like,
no, I watched it, and it was a snooze.
So before we fully go into the three games that we've not talked about on the pod before, I will just say the best player in that Carabao Cup game, literally on foot. What do you call it? Foot mob? What do you use?
Yeah, foot mob. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
the
cool.
best
soccer in Australia.
Soccer in
Australia.
Sacramento.
It is Simon Moore was our top rated player.
Who? Simon Moore.
Oh, Simon.
The keeper was rated the top player for us. That kind of gives you an indication of what our B string players are at. But I like that he tried that. He didn't just teams won last weekend. Let's play them all again to win the next game. I think he's thinking a little bit more logically, and I think that's a nicer approach. He's not.
Like I say, mate, I don't think anyone's upset about it. I mean, yeah, okay, you're getting 2-0 down to Plymouth, or we got beat by it's a bit of a shit show, especially when I think they hadn't won in the last 6, and I think they lost 6. Their previous 6 games were. What's that?
They sacked the gaffer just before we played them as well.
Well, that's typical
Preston,
Sunderland, isn't it? Preston, whatever it was.
Plymouth
it's a little bit disappointing.
That's Alan's nailed on fucking bet for relegation.
Plymouth? Well, because Wayne Rooney's there.
Plymouth, mate.
Well, I want the odds later on, Dave. Well, we can get Ivan to give us odds. QPR tomorrow. It's on the telly, so.
Well, I say Plymouth, Oxford, Stoke to get relegated. I think Plymouth, Oxford, and Stoke.
I don't know. Oxford have had a fairly steady start. I mean, too bad.
I don't know. Let's have a look at the championship table.
What I say about the style of play, we were talking about how he sets up. Me and Davey sat in the stand, and look, he's still playing with 2 wingers and a centre forward, and a bank of 3 in the middle. Now, the thing I saw different is he went through the middle. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't fighting to try and penetrate. Instead of going out left and right, he was like Rig and Joe were trying to stuff through the middle, which I liked. It mixed it up. Do you know what I mean? And Mienda was running the channels as well. You know, he wasn't just running straight forward. I mean, the first sort of goal, well, his first goal was, I wouldn't say lucky, but he finished it well. But it
was a good finish. Yeah. I mean, he was in the right place.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. You know what I mean? And his second goal, that's his job. You know what I mean? Getting ahead of the striker and hopefully getting, you know,
it was a good cutback across the face, though, wasn't it?
That's it.
It was, yeah, it was. I mean, there were
Jack Clarke,
you know, good goals with, you know, in their own right. So, I mean, and the only bad thing about the whole game was me and Davey were downstairs, and you know, normally they play the music for the second half. There was none, and there was nothing on the screens either. So we thought it was still like
half time.
The changing rooms.
It was half time. Then we heard a fucking something scream a goal, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, everyone was downstairs was like confused. Like we didn't know that like the second half had fucking started, so we missed the fucking fourth goal. But that's the only bad thing about the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked pretty good on the telly. Like we looked to be. I mean, maybe we're jumping ahead here. I mean, we're going out of order, but I think
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, we scored reasonably early doors. Scored again. I mean,
yeah.
You know,
So
we controlled the game from the outset.
We did, yeah.
From the outset,
Right.
and like I think there was. Go on, Smithy.
No, I'm just gonna call out this as well. Like, 'cause if you look at the championship table, which I'm presuming you've got up out there, look at how many teams have clean sheets.
None.
Have not how many
Not
teams
many.
have got no goals conceded? It's only Sunderland. Sunderland are the only
And
team
Burnley
in the
in it.
championship.
I think Burnley as
Burnley
well.
conceded one.
Burnley conceded the goal. So Sunderland are the only team in the championship that are yet to concede. That
And we
tells
scored
you that
six.
that shows you quite a lot about what you're saying now. We're set up quite well for that counter, for that being solid.
Yeah.
But I'd say the test is this weekend. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Cardiff were poor and Sheffield Wednesday ain't great. So
Cardiff.
I expect Burnley to be up there, if not champions.
What I'd say about the Cardiff game is, in my opinion, it was. I mean, a great start of the season, a 2-0 away win or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I think, even though they dominated possession, when you look at the possession stat, I think it was 65-35, whatever it was. Like, it was the perfect away performance. We absorbed the pressure when we needed to absorb the pressure, and we scored goals at critical times. We scored one in the first half. We scored one early in the second half, and that was it. They didn't have anything. They could have all the possession they wanted, but I don't think they troubled the keeper once.
Yeah, they were toothless. Yeah. They could have had the ball from then until today, and still wouldn't have scored because they had nothing up front. Like, can't remember really any saves that Pat Arthur made. A couple from the outside the box, maybe, but like Cardiff were not good.
Yeah,
and you're right. We scored at good times. And we saw the game away, which is exactly what we needed to do.
It's the perfect away performance. It's exactly what you need.
And I think Cabby says it's perfect. Look, Sunderland have already played the two worst sides in the championship. Both of those teams were abysmal. So
we haven't played Plymouth yet.
Fair enough. We've got to play the third worst. But
Plymouth are just hanging around outside the relegation zone on goal difference, you know. Oh no, sorry, they've got 1 point. Where Millwall is 0.
Yeah. So I think that we've got a good little bit of momentum to grab into it now. And yes, there's a really poor Cardiff that, like, I don't know, just they're going to struggle if they play like that.
They did nothing much, man.
They're always in the bottom half, aren't they, Cardiff? They're always usually bottom half at Championship.
Are they the new Birmingham?
Them and Stoke as well.
But if you look at
you hate Stoke.
But if you look at form and that, last season we had a good first half of the season, didn't we?
Yeah, and until Christmas,
then it went beat-ong. So who's to say that that's not going to happen in any team? You know what I mean, in this league. So as long as we just concentrate on, like, I know I'm just going to see a draw at the weekend, but I'd be happy with a draw against Burnley. I don't know about anyone else. But you know, I know it's boring, but
it's respectable, mate.
You know what I mean? I just think it's realistic.
0-0, 1 point. Still haven't conceded a goal. Undefeated. I'll take that right now. You're offering me that right now.
That's what I'm thinking as well. Like anything where we manage to maintain that 0 goals conceded status against a team like Burnley. Have you seen their attack, man?
Who's their manager?
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker,
yeah.
So he's been promoted.
He's only good
twice,
when he's in the Championship. Yeah,
but
he's only good in the
been promoted
Championship,
twice.
but he's shit in the Prem. So
who's he got up? Fulham and who else?
Fulham and Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Oh, yeah, if you can do
So
it,
he's got a Championship experience, really. So
He'll take Burnley. I'll
league.
tell you. Alan's right. He'll take Burnley up this season. They're not up as champions. They're going up second or in the playoff. 100%.
Yeah, but let's
bloody
be
Burnley.
real, right? With Burnley's team, like Natalie could take Burnley up. Do you know what I mean?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think the
nous, you know what I mean?
I think the old grannies at the local bingos could take Burnley up, couldn't they?
That's it. You'll see Rooney there as well on the prowl.
Yeah, Granny Shagger.
Click.
He's an
never
ugly
said
bastard,
that.
isn't he?
He's never.
Yeah, he's never shaking the allegations, like, is he?
Right. I've got a comment here from Elliot that I think is quite interesting as well. He says,
Elliot
"I'm
Emily.
worried." Alderson, close.
Nah.
I'm worried about the performance of the first 2 games, that it might make the board think we are good without Clarke.
I mean, what I'd say about that the Clarke decision to sell, and I agree with Andrew on this, is we should have took, if we were going to sell, it should have been at the start of the season, right, for more money. I think 15 million is less than that I wanted. You know what I mean? And why is he going to fucking Ipswich? Do you know what I mean?
Mickey Mouse Club.
So what I was saying that, right? So Jack Clarke, right? Obviously, he's been our best player for the last year and a half or whatever. Like, I mean, I've sat on here and I've been like, fucking hell, Clarke, if your decision making was better, you'd have scored more goals, or we'd have scored more goals as a team, blah 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 blah. And I'm sad to see him go, right? But saying that, right? One, Ipswich are Premier League, right? I don't want us to sell to a Championship club, because that means he's probably going to come back and bite us in the arse, right? So if he's going to go anywhere, I'd rather him go to the Premier League. 2, he deserves it, right? The man's pretty much carried us up from League One through the Championship, kept us at the upper echelon of the Championship, slipping down towards the end of last season. So on a personal level for Jack Clarke, I think he deserves the move.
Yeah, he does. So but why didn't he go to Southampton then?
And us, well, it could have been Southampton. Maybe Southampton just haven't bid. I don't know. I'm pleased that we're not selling to Leeds, but all that aside, 15 million, of which we're going to lose 3 to 4 million of that to Spurs, is a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's not.
Two, the man he's been the best midfielder in the Championship for 2 seasons, season and a half, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
15 million is fucking now.
No.
I see.
3, he's still got a year on his contract, right? So we didn't actually need to sell him at all. 2 years on his contract, so we actually didn't need to sell him at all. So in my view, you either sell him before the fucking season starts for more than 15 million quid, or you keep him for the whole season and sell him at the end if we don't go up. That would make sense to me. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the deal, to be honest. It's undervalued. The guy's 23-year-old or something, English, with more than 1 year in his contract. He's been the best performer in the league. We're getting 15 million quid from him, of which 3 or 4 million that's siphoned away before we even get it.
So
come on now.
I 100% agree he's worth more. However, I kind of, what I'm thinking is there's already something else lined up, and that value.
Well, it's this Wilson geezer, isn't it?
It's not Wilson, because Wilson's a free loan. It's somebody else. I think they've got the amount lined up that they need from Clarke, and have pipelined what they're getting in from it. That's the exact amount they needed to fulfill their rest of their plans. That's my thinking. They've got 8 days.
That's not how it works, though. Like if he's going, we need 15 million quid to buy this guy, so we're going to sell this top performer for exactly 15 million, regardless of the value. That's not how it works, lad. Nah,
it's time crunch. I'm not
no.
agreeing with it, but I get it.
Nah. It's not the time crunch, mate, because you could hold out to the end of the transfer window and push the value up. maybe a few teams come in and bid like that.
Yeah.
Selling them right now doesn't make any sense. You either sell them before the season starts or you sell them transfer deadline day. It makes absolutely no sense.
15 million, is that it? You know what I mean? Or is it anything else?
I mean,
that's including add-ons.
No,
or is it? No, it's 20.
It's 15 million plus up to 5 million of add-ons.
What could be 20? What's the criteria on that? Like, if Ipswich stay up,
nobody knows.
Right, that's one of them.
Nobody knows except for the person who wrote up the contract. But I agree. I don't think the deal is a good deal, to be honest. But you know, it is what it is. He's going to go. We said
when they were on about the start, when we talked about when they were on about Patton winning, going to fucking Southampton. I think what was it, 40 million?
Yeah,
for both of them. I thought that's a good deal. You know what I mean? That's palatable, and we can reinvest. But I just think 15 million at this stage. Plus, you know, we've only got a week left of the transfer window, so I don't know. I don't get it. Like, you know, I don't get how it's manifested like that.
It makes
and
no sense.
Especially if I was a player, I'd be like, he's gone to Ipswich. He knows he's going to struggle. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to enjoy the football he's been enjoying. You know,
the thing is though, the reason you got to look last year, Burnley were coming in for him for 7, 8, and then 9 million bids. They've pretty much doubled the original bid to 15. So year on year, he's plus 100% on bids actually coming in. And number two, with Burnley, he wouldn't get in first team football. With Ipswich, he's getting guaranteed Premier League football week in, week out. So from
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing every single minute in the Premier League unless he's suspended or injured.
But they say he's ready for Prem, but he didn't play well against Newcastle in the FA Cup.
That's what I mean. He's going to be fucking playing against.
He's going to get kicked. Kyle Walker, exactly. He's going to be fucking marked. Look, exactly what happened in the Newcastle game. Fucking Newcastle put 2 blokes on him. He couldn't day out. That's going to happen week in, week out.
It's more of his agent that's pissing us all off, and it's not Clarke himself. It's more of his agent being.
No, I don't have a problem with Clarke. Like I said at the start, like I think, like he deserves the chance to go and prove himself. Like he doesn't owe us. He doesn't really owe us anything. Like I'm happy for the lad. He's getting a move to the Premier League. Great, good for him. But like, if he thinks it's all going to be like bed of roses and that, happily fucking skipping up the Premier League with Ipswich is not going to happen.
It's
you know what I mean. You're going to be running past Barry Bannon, fucking Rodrigo.
Mate, City have got Gundogan back. Did you say that? Just fucking lad, get yourself back here. He was like, yep. Straight back to City.
Why would he want to go back to Manchester?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how they afford anything. They cannot continue any deals. Like,
well, you need to have a look at Chelsea, mate.
Did you see Maresca when he was talking about the players that he didn't want at that? And it's like not up to him, and he doesn't care how many players they buy because he just put them in the second.
I seen a tweet earlier on that fucking Chelsea's put a bid for Jermaine Jenas.
Oh, genius.
To be fair, if he's going anywhere like from his BBC career, it is to like Chelsea FC or the Chelsea TV.
You know, the funniest bit about that was he was fucking live at TalkSport when the news dropped. He was doing a show on TalkSport, and they were like, "Jermaine, we've receiving some news that you've been sacked from the BBC."
And he was like, "I've got to speak to my lawyers. Like they were asking,
"There's 2 sides to every story.
What's happened?" Well, I've got to speak to my lawyers. I was like, well, I don't think you need to speak to your lawyers to tell us what happened. Did you send an inappropriate photo to a girl?
You can speak to your lawyers as long as you're not speaking to people who are underage, Jermaine.
Oh, well, my dad's got a new name for him, Jermaine Penis. That's what my dad calls him now.
I like alleged.
Jermaine Penis.
Yeah.
It's about alleged allegations, so we don't get the poddy cancelled.
Allegedly.
I mean, I don't know what he's done. Some inappropriate communication is what I heard, but what that means, I don't know.
It means dick pic. That's what it means.
Let's hope it's not the Hugh Edwards fucking.
I'm just.
Well, the BBC. they're waking up with these idiots out there like Hugh Edwards. They're getting on it now. They're sacking people straight away. You know.
What the fucking should? They've been employing them since the fucking 70s.
It's took a while, hasn't it?
Jimmy Savile, they protected Jimmy Savile.
Hugh Edwards and now Jimmy Genius.
Boys, I think
fucking
we went
BBC.
on a massive. I think we went on a massive tangent now. Back to Sunderland.
Andy's fault. He started it.
I've got a question.
Shit about it. It was someone else said about Genius.
We were talking about Jack Clarke, and then we went to fucking the BBC.
I've got a question about Jack Clarke, right? Does anybody know who was responsible for signing them? Was it Speakman and them lot, or was he here before that?
He was in the
Came in
Speakman.
League
He was
One.
Speakman. It was Speakman.
Came on.
It was the first season.
He wasn't
Speakman.
League One because he in the playoffs he nearly scored. Came on as a sub, I remember.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, right? I've got a fact about the game on we played against Wednesday, right? It's a fact. Right?
Okay.
It's a good fact. So that team that played the start 11, right? I know we spoke about Speakman before and the way his recruitment strategy and shit like that. Every single one of them was a Speakman signing, except for 09, right? So we've been on this the guy's back, but that team that performed against Wednesday is probably the best performance I've seen for a good long while.
Yeah, but Davey, they are poor, and he's brought in some experience as well. So he's had to break them. I hate saying it. Fucking model. He's had to do that, hasn't he?
I mean, that was logic though, common sense and logic dictated that wasn't going to work. Like it is.
The total cost.
And maybe we should give him some credit for like you say, breaking the mold a little bit, changing the model a little bit. You know,
the total.
If he was continue to do the same thing and we'll continue to get battered week in week out, like the back end of last season, would be like fucking hell. So let's give him a bit of credit. Like I think he's done all right.
And
he's got that minute.
Some more. The total cost of the team, around £5 million. The total.
That's it. That's just in a nutshell. You know what I mean?
And so what we're saying about £15 million for Jack Clarke, that's 3 times as much as that whole squad cost us.
Right.
Yeah, but it's still not what he's worth. Like your man from fucking Leeds, what's he called? He just went to Brighton for £40 million. He scored like 6 goals last year. Jack Clarke had fucking 20 goal contributions or something.
23.
Come on now. It's a bad deal. Like it's a bad deal.
Yeah,
it's what it is. Okay, we've got to accept it, but come on now. It's a Ipswich are getting a fucking steal for 15 million. Like
you got to also think of it this way, mate. Though, like he's one of our highest ever sold value players. We've normally bought high and sold low. We
sold Darren Bent for 24 million.
Yes, like I said, he's the third highest we've ever sold.
There's only one greedy bastard.
Yeah.
So I don't dislike.
If he's the third highest, who's the other one? Darren Bent. Who else?
Mignolet.
Is it Josh Masher?
Mignolet.
Big Migs.
No, Henderson.
Big Migs for 10 million, wasn't he? Big Migs for 10 million, something like that.
Endo was 20 mil.
Endo was 20 mil. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, it's not. There's not many players.
Come on. If Henderson went for 20 million quid, fucking 10 years ago, I know how long it was. 15 million for Jack Clarke is a fucking liberty.
How much did Pickford get Everton for?
40 mil?
30 mil. It was 30.
30?
So is he the highest?
Must have been.
Transfer out.
A keeper. That's very
Pickford at Everton was 30 mil, 100%. And we saw Darren Bent for 24. Yeah.
I'm just looking at the Sheffield Wednesday Leeds game, and the Leeds badge is fucking shit. And that's like
it's all
retro, isn't it?
They changed it, didn't it? Like a little guy like this.
Fucking looks like a tennis ball.
It's from 1974. That badge.
The tennis ball comment is fucking perfect. Yeah, right. Fucking, where were we at?
We're
talking about Jack Clarke a lot. Do you want to talk about who he's brought in and who he's?
So yeah. Why not? Yeah. So
hang on. Before we move on from the games, can I just make one point? Right, one final point. Dennis Serkin is a fucking real G. I'm telling you, we've missed him at left back. He's been fucking class the first 2 games. We really
why we
missed him last season.
If we had Serkin in second half of last season, things might have been. I'm
telling
different.
you, the guy is fucking class. Like, if we can keep him fit, like I feel so much more confident about the back line.
He's such a dark horse in attacking corners as well.
Danny B.
They all, yeah, I
Danny
mean,
B.
they all
come
played
back,
well.
you know.
Shout out to Rig as well. Rig had a good game.
Yeah.
Big,
I
Big
that
Rig.
was unexpected. I watched the Labrie fucking when they talked to the reporters. What's it called? Somebody tell me.
Free was send it.
Press conference.
Presser, yeah. And he was saying that he wasn't surprised at the performance, but he was happy with Riggs' performance, and he's no longer concerned about Brown's injury. So I mean that pretty much means.
I tell you what, Brown had a good game, the first game of the season as well.
Yeah. So
Well, that's
apart from that shot that he had, that one shot where he like beat a few players and sliced it out for a goal kick. That aside, I thought Brown had a really good game.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. So the presser, he was very complimentary. He basically said exactly what Alan said. Like, we just needed consistency. He's not surprised that we're playing well, but he wants to be surprised at continuing consistency. We just continue to do it. So
should we talk about who he's brought in? So Pedeza as a Pedeza. I can't even pronounce it.
Poveda.
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 I want to quickly finalise on the Clarke side of it, if that's all right. Because I think we do have a replacement already in place, and I can't remember if he was brought in he was brought in the January transfer window and hasn't really played that much.
Can I guess who it is first before you say?
I've already said it.
I wasn't listening. Can I guess?
Oh, go on and guess. Everybody else know the answer. It is Romain Mundle.
No.
I think he's unreal. I think he'll slot straight into that.
Yeah, but what side is he normally playing on? You know, is he playing off the same side?
Left side, yeah.
Left winger.
Left winger.
What I'll say about Mundle is he's shown flashes of being really good, but he's so raw. He's so raw as a player. Like you can tell that he's like sometimes like he's like, oh fuck, I'm not in position. I don't know where I am. Do you know what I mean? Because he's gone on some fucking mazy run or something like that. Now that sort of things. I know it's going to come with time and age and maturity, but you can just see he's very raw as a player. He's going to need coaching quite a lot, I think.
And so will most of our players to get into our style. So yeah, like Poveda apparently is world beater when he's fit and ready, but he's
still not fit. Is that right?
He's too injury prone. Well, he's in training.
He played with the 21s game. Yeah, he did. He played with under 21s because I remember Graham Murty commenting on him saying, "Oh, he's a real good lad." Like, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna before we finish that point, I'm just gonna say, Cabby, you were wrong, and that's it.
Is he on those vinegar stories again?
Peg trotters, yeah.
The Samsons. Like was it Sarsons or something?
He's having a lovely vinegar ice lolly.
Like vinegar ice lolly.
I think Cabby's definitely from another planet. He's an alien.
Yes.
I'm gonna have some strawberries.
That was a Katy Perry song. What an alien? Oh no, it was UFO. Wasn't it?
No, you're
alien. So hypnotizing.
Right.
Jack Clarke.
Is that the song?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I like Katy Perry, man.
You're from a whole other world.
I'll tell you the best Katy Perry song. It's that one when she's like Cleopatra in the video.
This is like rounding up.
Stay on topic.
What we
I want to play it. It's like we're fucking had.
Hang on, I've got to find out what the Katy Perry song is.
That's a little Dark Horse.
Dark Horse, mate. I'm telling you, Dark Horse is fucking class.
Mike is asked, is Wilson Clarke's replacement? I don't think so.
I think so.
That's what I've heard.
Big Mike, I'm telling you, you're right, lad. I think he is his replacement. Like he's played a bit up front, hasn't he? But he's also played left wing, cutting in. I think this guy is his replacement.
From where?
Did you see the announcement photo?
Yeah, it was fucking Wilson from Castaway, wasn't it? The ball.
Wilson.
I mean, fair play. That was good. Like
what a good guy.
That's the thumbnail for this video, by the way. You need to have
Wilson.
Yeah.
Mate, when Wilson floats away, then Castaway was on the raft. Wilson!
Is it Castaway that it's from or something?
Castaway, yeah.
That's what's going to happen when he flops and he just floats away back to his
league.
Wilson!
No.
Can we talk about his age and form and that? And, you know what I mean? A bit of background on him because I don't really know.
Well, he's scored 5 goals this season, mate. For Zenit.
Just give us a second. I'm just going to get there.
So on that, mate.
POV.
From a rawness perspective, he gives me Burstow vibes. He's coming from a big name team. He's doing okay with them. Actually, he's probably a little bit better than Burstow, but he still gives me that. If he comes in and has a shit first game, he's fucked it up, and he needs to literally come on fire from day one. That's my.
I'm not sure that's the case. I think he'd be bedded in. Like when you're talking about Burstow, mate, Burstow played for Chelsea. Obviously, Burstow was in the Chelsea team, right? And he was in and out. He didn't really do very much for Chelsea, so they found him out to try to get him a bit of experience. That's not what's happening there. What's happening with the Wilson geezer is he's literally already performing for Zenit. Okay, the Russian league's not fantastic. You've got like 2 or 3 teams that are all right, but like he's already performing. So like,
but why are they getting rid of him then?
Maybe he was like,
well,
shit, I don't want to be kicking around St. Petersburg for very much longer. I'd rather get to Sunderland.
I mean, wasn't a drone attacked Moscow the other day?
It was.
Is it okay? So maybe it's a safety thing then. He's just concerned.
Maybe, or maybe he was like, well,
I'd say Roker being drone attacked.
You never know.
You never know.
Well,
It's 2024.
The road. Once they've discovered fucking computers, they'll be like, "Oh, he's a god. Fly some drones."
Well, I think he knows Redgilabry a little bit as well.
What's the deal we got him on?
It's a season-long loan with an option to buy.
Right.
So we haven't actually paid any dollar for him just yet.
Right.
But there's an option to buy at the end. So hopefully he can
Zenit
perform and
covering his
hopefully
wages as well.
He might be class, you know. Like let's just put a rose tinted on. He might be mint. Like Clarke
I said this, like he's already scoring goals this season. I think he's got 5 goals already this year.
I'll never put rose tinted on ever since we bought Torre Andrea Flo. But go on.
You'll harken back to the year 2000, mate. Lovely.
I'm just trying to say. Listen, if Wilson is class replacement, like my Aston, right? And he's already banging some goals in the Ruskies league. What's the something from doing the same? Yeah, let's get him in and hope we puts him in the back of the net.
Okay. I mean,
Reggie Lebris knows him a bit, don't he? Because I think Reggie Lebris did some at is it Rennes French football team academy or something?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's where Wilson's from, so as well. So I think he knows him a bit, but I don't think he's played under him a lot. So let's hope he comes good.
We'll see. I hope he comes good as well. Like we're gonna need, like Smithy was saying just now, mate. We're gonna need some output. If Clarke is on his way, we're gonna need some output on that wing.
But who would want to live in fucking Russia? Seriously, like why?
Well, he's probably better than living in Roten Avenue, like
Putin.
Fucking hell, we've mentioned every like evil person of the last decade in this stream. Just like
what about
Robert Mugabe?
What about Kim Jong Un?
Sorry, I missed a couple out. We don't have to go through more.
Wait, who said Kim Jong Un then? Who said Kim Jong Un?
I was gonna.
What little rocket man?
Liz Truss, like
little rocket man.
Go see him. What is it? Keir Starmer.
What the fuck, man? Oh.
But who else don't we like? This is Shearer. He's a cunt.
I know. I'm not sure if it's Duva or Andy, or Alan. But one of them, I remember saying they hate Jeremy Corbyn. I don't know who it was.
Probably me.
Andrew, he fucking despises Corbyn.
Mate, I thought Corbyn was a laugh, mate. Like,
I mean, it's always funny.
That video when he's walking down the stairs, he's like, "Let's go again," or some shit like that, man. That cracks me up every time it pops up on Twitter. Like,
the only thing Corbyn did any good is he high-fived someone's tit in a press conference.
What a lad! Top lad, Jezza.
I've accidentally fondled you. Oh. Right, hold on. I'm just scrolling through the chat. Smithy, I've just realised that I'm talking about you at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You can.
Who said that Sterling's on his way? I mean,
on his way. That's when we were talking about Jermaine Penis.
Oh, Jermaine Penis. Okay. And also, Mike.
Sterling is on his way. He was left out the squad, wasn't he? And then he released a little statement saying, "Oh, I was good at pre-season." Oh.
He said that.
That is literally a summary of his statement. I was pretty good in pre-season. Why are you picking this?
And it said that he's been relegated. He's not training with a thing, so he's training at home, right? And then somebody on Twitter said the first footballer to fucking work from home, like fucking.
I don't know. Like
was it his cave? Was he?
Jack Rodwell did that before it was popular.
He did for fucking 18 months, didn't he? Fucking daft cunt. Smithy, are you gonna snap his legs when you see him?
I don't know. Well, to be fair, he has a top bun now, doesn't he?
Dude, Jack Rodwell's got a fucking little man bun.
He's got a man bun, yeah.
Smithy.
I'm pretty
Christ,
sure.
someone fucking slap him silly, will you? If you're watching and you play in the fucking A-League, gan through that cunt straight away.
Can I just? I'm going to do some live reporting on.
Okay. Go for
the Bundesliga. Leverkusen just scored a last-minute penalty to win against. I can't remember who it was, but the 1-3-2 was
a team.
In the 100th minute.
We'll submit that one to Sky Sports as well.
I've just watched the clip. They took a penalty against someone and they won 3-2 in the last.
Right. I will also call out.
I'll check. 1 second.
It's full time, by the way. Sheffield got beat 2-0 off Leeds.
Well,
that's what I was just about to call out, mate. You're doing my job.
Sorry, lad. Sorry.
Leeds.
It's Gladbach, Alan. Mönchengladbach.
Mönchengladbach.
Mönchengladbach, that's it. And it's just showing that here on now.
So Leeds are on 5 points now, taking the 4th in the league.
And Sheffield Wednesday dropped to 13th from goal difference.
QPR Plymouth. I'm going to put 100 bank on QPR. To win.
Right. So I've sent.
I got 60 quid for you now. I might just slap it on.
I've sent you boys a WhatsApp message with this table, right? It's a pre-season predictions table, and it predicts Sunderland to finish on 50.9 points, so 51 points, which puts us in 21st. Have you seen the 3 teams that are below us? Yeah.
Cardiff, Luton, and Preston.
Cardiff, Luton, and Preston are the odds on to get relegated.
That's a load of shit, innit?
That is bullshit, mate.
Look at our promotion percentage chances.
0.8.
0.8% chance of us getting.
Mate, hang on, right? This is immediately invalidated because they've got Borough on 86.5%. Come on now.
I think it's a Borough person. It's a Borough person behind that.
No, it uses data from last season. So
but last season, mate. All right,
season.
Well, in that case, Man City have already won the league.
Say to that site, to that computer, supercomputer, whatever it is, go fuck yourself. It's shite.
Basically, what they do is they constantly run through all of the prediction models, and Burnley, because they were relegated last season, are finishing mid-table on 60.
They haven't run through my prediction model. I predict that we're going to win every game.
Is Sheffield Wednesday at 4th? They're fucking shite.
Can you tweet these or something and say what the fuck is this? I want you to save this. In the last potty, right after we've fucking done the last game of the season, I want to revisit this table and we'll see exactly how fucking wrong it is from top to bottom. I bet you fucking £1 million there's not a hold on, that's a bit much.
Yeah,
that's Ivan Toney coming out. Hang on.
The number one outright winner, by the way, is Blackburn Rovers.
I'll bet you're a tenner that not one of those predictions is right. There's not a single one. Right.
Mate, they've got Leeds like just avoiding relegation. Come on,
that says it all.
Yeah. So
really, can you put it on this screen?
I don't know how to. Maybe. Let's see if I can.
Riverside, motherfucker.
We'll save that for next time. All right.
No. Let's try
I just
it.
thought like the people in the chat might want to see it. Like,
that's a good point.
Like, this guy who said thought dude was about to smash his town halls there. View.
That's Cabby. That's Cabby.
The cab. Okay, yeah.
To be fair, when you put your camera down, it was a dodgy angle. Like,
oh well.
That's just ridiculous.
Here's the table that we're talking
about.
about.
Look at the clip of this, man.
So Sunderland with 6 goals, non-conceded, average points. Average simulated points is 48.3.
Did he just run through this on like Footy Manager? Like he simulated
He
2
must have
games
done.
and was like, yeah, that'll do.
But a 36% chance of relegation at this stage. I can kind of get behind that a little bit, but I think a lot of the other teams should be around that percentage as well.
0% chance of Middlesbrough getting relegated. There's never a 0% chance, mate. Never.
Well, for anyone.
31% for Blackburn outright winning it.
Oh, Yorkshire Mackham, lad. Look where Stoke is. Like they crept into the playoffs there, lad.
Oh, to be fair, I don't actually mind Stoke. It's just
Mate,
what Alex Neil did, though, innit?
You don't have to defend yourself, mate.
Like
Right.
everybody hates
That's-
one club for no reason.
That's
Like,
that's the website.
I tell you why I hate
Newcastle.
fucking Wigan, right? Wigan.
Are you Newcastle?
Burton's a club I hate. Burton
Yeah,
Albion.
Burton's
Yeah,
another one.
Flats.
Are you ready to see
Something
the
about
Premier
Newcastle,
League?
I don't like them.
You ready to see the Premier League?
yeah, well then,
Oh, let's say score sensei, mate.
it better be like fucking Wolves bomb. I was going to say Wolves to win.
Newcastle in the top. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Newcastle. Hang on, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Newcastle making Europa League or whatever it is.
Leicester.
Mate, they've got Leicester 7th place.
Joe, Jamie Vardy had a party last week, though. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He
yeah.
got an equaliser.
He drank
I
a
mean,
Red Bull all the
Spurs
time, didn't he?
fucking smash them. Like I don't know how Leicester got away with a point. Fair play to them, like, but
Solanke
Spurs should have won 4 now.
If somebody
3 or 4
can,
chances.
if somebody can remind me in about a month and a half's time to check on this website again, so we can see what's happened
I
with
mean,
it.
it's really like David said, man, take some screenshots of this right now, man, and we'll revisit
it's
it
on
in
the
6
pod
months'
now.
time and have a good laugh.
It's immortalized now. It's on the pod. It's good. We're good.
Immortal.
Should we talk about tomorrow?
Yes, predictions for tomorrow. Then why not?
Hold on. Have we been through all of our new signings? Did I miss that?
So
We
we
just
talked
did
about
2, mate.
keepers.
Two,
Simon, and what's the other keeper's name?
Garfunkel.
Yeah, the two. Like, I'm not really like. I know the
Sorry,
keepers, and we should be
God.
interested, but I'm not really interested in keepers. I've got to be honest with you.
Fair enough. Then
Unless
it's Alan
they
Brown.
start, you
We've
know what I
talked
mean?
about. Alan Brown. We've talked about, mate.
He had a good, he had a
because
good first game.
Yeah, he was a good first game, right?
Team fit.
Vido, we've briefly talked about because he's injured and he's coming back. So we have actually talked about every signing individually.
Who else we got on the horizon in terms of signings? Anyone know?
We've got Wilson, and then there's another chap on the rumor
There's
mill.
another couple being talked about right now, right?
We've pulled out a Mendy, haven't we?
All right.
No.
He's
Oh.
back in the mill, mate. He's back in the mill.
Back in the mill, is he?
Oh,
Did you see the? Hang on, I weren't talking about pulling out. Did you see when Dominic Solanke on Twitter, like Spurs tweeted, "Have you got any questions for Dominic Solanke? Have you seen this or not?"
No.
Someone reckons, right? Someone reckons, right? Dominic, if you were halfway in your ma and your dad was halfway in year, would you go forward so your dad fell out a year, or would you go backwards so you fell out your ma?
What was his answer?
Hey,
Honestly, man, fucking Twitter is like unmatched. Like, I hate Elon Musk, he's a cunt, right? But I'll never delete Twitter because it's just so funny. Like, I can't get out of that, man. I'm dying laughing.
Did he answer?
He did not answer. Obviously not.
I'd be like a PR man going, no, Dominic, just don't reply to that one. Just don't fucking reply to that one.
Would you come further in your mind and get you down here? Would you?
Is that
Twitter, mate. Oh,
Is that enough? Is that enough for you, Alan? Have we discussed that now?
What? Dominic's like getting his mark out his
No, the signings.
Yeah. Let's talk about predictions before we descend into pornography.
I mean, he is talking about Twitter, so it's not very far. It's 2 tweets away. Right. Burnley, Sunderland, first versus second. I'm just going to say a 1-0 win for Sunderland. I've just got this sneaky feeling.
No,
I've got a sneaky feeling, mate.
Just
Sneaky. It's like 78th minute counter attack. We've been defensive all game. Oh, they were doing all right. Let's keep it. And then just bang.
Who's
on the counter.
scoring so much? Go on.
I'm going to say Jack Clarke, lad. I'm going to fly to Australia and
Jack Clarke. I'm going to go Job. All right. Well, tell you what.
How's Joe been doing? Like, I watched the
steady. He's been steady.
Yeah, he hasn't been great, but he hasn't been shit. Just been steady.
He's all right against Chef Wed, like. Good.
I think he's more of a holding central midfielder rather than an attacking midfielder. So
he's bulked up a bit. Is him and Pato, aren't they?
Yeah, I'd say he did sit a little bit more. He didn't run forward, but he was more disciplined. But he was just steady. He did everything right. You know what I mean? That's what you want.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Like, can I complain?
So yeah, I think he's been pretty solid for the last 2 games.
I really hope he kicks on this season. Like, I think he did really well last year. You know, like around Christmas time, the bloke was fucking hanging out. Like, he needed a rest.
He doesn't need to be doing what his brother does, though. He doesn't need that. So
who's his brother like?
Like, I don't know. It might be an England international. I'm not sure. But as long as he's improving week in, week out, that's all we really care about. And if, like he said there, he's worked out the ball last season, just rotate him. I think that's the difference between last season and this season.
I think
if somebody's starting to step down,
when it comes to Job, like I say, I think he had a great start last season. He fell away over Christmas time, maybe through to February, and then he started picking back up again. If we can avoid that with him this year.
But he's still a teenager, right? He's still a teenager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we can avoid the dip this year, then it's progress. You know, he doesn't have to be like doing like amazing things every week. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather him be steady away for 50 games than be great for 10 and shite for 40.
Yeah. He's obviously brought 2 midfielders in as well. So you know, there's competition for places. Whereas I think last season, you looked at the bench and you were like, there's not much there. So I think we've got a bit more depth.
Bit of depth.
Yeah.
Smithy, should we do a quick what's the odds, Ivan? Because
yes, please.
What are we doing? The Burnley game? Is this on the Burnley game? Is it?
Yeah.
Burnley.
1-0 Joe, but you get good price for this, mate. According to my mate, 45-1.
Oh,
that's Job.
Mate, that's good odds. That like 1-0 Job.
Yeah. And it's not out of the realms of possibilities, is it?
I put 5 bank on that.
Put your winnings on from QPR.
Well, that's what I mean. What Tony said about QPR. You know what I mean? It's like, and I could double down here.
Tony Mowbray or Ivan Tony? Hey, did you see that tweet about Ivan Tony's initials being I bet or something like that?
Yes. Right. I'm going to jump to Jacob because he's been quiet for a couple of minutes. Jacob, what's your Burnley prediction?
Burnley, I'm going with a 2-2 draw.
Oh, Desmond.
You're seeing a lot of goals.
Yeah, I think.
I'm going to, I don't mind that.
Originally, I was going to say Clarke and Mayenda to score, but I'm going to have to change that now. I think Mayenda and maybe Alan Brown. Go for that.
My issue with saying Mayenda's going to score is man hasn't scored at all apart from the last game. So let's not get caught in the hype train.
Yeah, but he when that's his first start, wasn't it? Let's be honest.
No, he started the first game, didn't he?
No,
yeah, he did play against Cardiff.
He should have scored as well.
How long did he play?
He went through 1-1 against Cardiff and he fucked it up.
You know,
okay, maybe he's getting chances. So yeah, go on. I'll give you that.
He's 19.
If he gets 10 to 15 goals this season, I think that's a good return for you know.
Definitely.
I agree. So
Alan Ivan says if you stick 100 bang on QPR, you'll win 165.
That's not too bad, that. I'm not going to do that though, but
I was going to say, you flush like you around like.
I might put 10 bank on it. Not £100
£16.50.
£16.50. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll put 10 bank on that, and then the return from the inevitable QPR win plus Plymouth is shite is going to go on Job 1-0.
Are we early kick off tomorrow?
No,
I think we are.
No,
Free.
No, free.
No, three.
It's midnight here tonight for me. I've got to.
You're staying up, lad.
For the rest. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Are you doing a stream?
Jesus.
Yes, of course.
It's a long old day, that for you.
Oh, lad. You
know.
are-
He's 9 hours
Little
ahead. He's 9 hours ahead. He's
Have a
Amph. Amph is
You
9
can have a
hours
little
ahead.
nap. You can have a nap.
Nabby.
Are you going to have a Foster's when you come on later on?
I've got Australian
Foster's
cider
Radler?
in the fridge.
Mate, do they sell Foster's out there or not? Or is it like all the Australians like that's fucking shite? That like don't fucking drink
No,
that.
It's Victoria
No, they do-
beer, innit?
Vic beer is the go-to one, but they
Vic
do sell
beer?
Fosters. Yeah,
They do sell Foster's.
They do sell Fosters, yeah, just not very often.
Yeah, I might get some-
tourist traps.
I get a 4-pack of Foster's in next week just as an ode, as an
tell you what's a
homage
nice-
to you.
I tell you what's a nice beer. I don't know if you can get it. You get it in Cyprus. Kio. Have you ever had that?
Yeah.
Kio, KIO.
Yeah, Kio.
I do that
I
with
think I have had it. I think we had it in Cyprus on your
Yeah.
wedding, didn't we?
Yeah, man, that was the beer that was on draft on my fucking wedding.
Yeah,
night.
I rate that. I'm not like a lagery drinker, but I did like that.
Just don't tell Nat it was on your fucking wedding.
I had a great time when David won.
No,
Right, I'm
it's
gonna
just-
go 1-0 Job.
Had a good night, like.
You copycat.
1-0 Joe.
1-0 Job.
All right.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be ones apiece. I'll tell you why. Unfortunately, I think Burnley have got too much for us to get a clean sheet. I think they're definitely going to score. But I've seen enough about Patrick Roberts to think that he might fucking nit one. He probably should have scored last game. He had a lot of chances. And he was busy against Cardiff as well. So I think Roberts might sneak one in. I'm going to go on ones apiece.
I like that actually. So he has come on like last season, but he was just not with it.
Yeah, he was missing one.
You can see.
But he was
something's
injured.
changed.
He was injured. I did see that. He was
Yeah,
on a bad season,
I
but
thought
we
as
should
well.
persist with him because he is talented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's been good the first two games. I think he's got an assist. Has he got an assist already?
Yeah, he got an assist.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. He's already
first.
one assist up on what he provided the whole of last season. So, and I think he's had a couple of good chances. He had a chance against Cardiff, and he had a couple of good chances against Wednesday. So
Yeah, he was a whisker above the bar on the.
he wasn't he? He cut in. He did the old cut in, scoopy from outside the box, and it wasn't very far away. I think he's got something in him. He looks busy. I'm gonna go on ones apiece.
The only thing I'm worried about, and I said this last season, and I said it to Davey at the match, is Pato has got a mistake in him.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. You know,
mate.
He does like.
Nah.
Look, I'm not slagging him off. I like him.
Alan's about to fucking explain it, but like there was a moment where he should have done something, and he chose to do something.
Has one lapse of concentration, and I think that's one of the reasons why some big teams haven't been in for him. Because I think unless that goes, I don't think he might step up. He's a good keeper, but there's a mistake in every game.
I think that's fair.
I mean, you're probably correct us. I can't think of a mistake he's made that's directly led to a goal.
Well, we haven't conceded one this season, but
I'm going back last season as well. I'm going back last season.
It's the press. It's when we get pressed and the ball inevitably goes back to him. It's the decision not to go along. Try and find a pass.
Yeah, but every keeper does that, Alan. If you look at every game the keepers are doing that.
You should be sniffing the danger. If that's the case and you're getting pressed, then go along. Even if it guns out for a throw-in, so we can get up the pitch.
I don't see it.
Try and pass out.
Yeah, but
I
he's probably coached to do that.
He tried to pass out against Chef Wed. And me and Alan said exactly the same thing.
He nearly got caught, Davey.
And yet, we nearly got nipped.
Right, I'm gonna just call out to help Andy's memory. Just look at the Blackburn game when we lost 5-1 and tell me he didn't do a back pass to their striker. He literally gave the ball.
I don't remember it, but
to the opposition.
Look,
yeah,
for me, like I think he's a safe pair of hands. Like I'm not worried.
He's a good
I mean,
keeper.
when I watched fucking Lee Camp and that cunt who's getting the game up at Brighton, I was worried every time the fucking Jason Steele. That's the guy, right? Every time the ball went in the box, I was like, "Fucking hell, we're going to concede here."
We also had Reuter that season, didn't we? It were Reuter as well. Reuter.
Yeah, you can Reuter. Mate, I'm telling you, Reuter was the best of them three. Fucking camp and steel. Jesus Christ.
It was the midget from Germany.
Oh, the German. I don't know, but he was tiny, wasn't he?
Hoffman,
that was it. Mate, the guy was 5'2" or something in the goal. I don't know, mate. I don't know how he managed it, but he always looks small.
Yeah, that was Stuart Donald. So that's pretty much. I think it's Stuart
anyway.
Donald
The point is, right, Pato. I think he's a safe pair of hands. Look, you might think you might have mistaken him, but like I don't feel the stress and the drama when the ball comes in the box. I feel like he's going to deal with it.
Yeah, but when we're playing good teams, Andrew, but he's not going to get away with that. You know, we played Sheffield Wednesday and got away with it because they're shit. But Burnley are a decent team. So
you say that about anyone, you can be like, oh well. When we just said it about Jack Clarke, when Jack Clarke plays a good team, he's not going to be that good. He's going to make mistakes.
Yeah, but
like, when you play good teams, inevitably you make mistakes. Of course you do.
Yeah, but if he can cut that out of his game, you know, it'll make a difference. I think. But look, he's only young still, really. How was he? 23,
for me, I think he's,
yeah.
Look, I think he's. I mean, there was people talk. I didn't remember who. Probably one of years lot. Saying in the summer, like if someone comes in for Pato, we should fucking sell him his shite.
I'd have thought, yeah. I never said shite, but I said if someone came in for them with a decent amount, I'd have said, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the same for any player, innit? Like if someone comes in with a decent amount, as in not 15 million quid Ipswich, decent amount, right? Then okay, every player's for sale, innit? But not like Pato is one of our better players. Like,
aye, but Andrew, you can't tell me that you wouldn't have sold Pato and Clarke for 40 million quid, like.
Nah, I would have sold Pato for Clarke for 40 million quid. Yeah, I just said that. I just said every player's got his price. If it's a good price, 15 million for Clarke is not a good price in my opinion. That means if that deal came off, it would have been 25 million for Pato. I'd be like, yes, that's sensible.
What about someone came in for 09? Would you let him go?
How much for 09? Sorry. How much do you say now?
10 million.
10 million quid
for somebody who's 30. Yeah,
probably would. Like, yeah. He's not going to get another big deal, is he? So
I can't see him leaving Sunderland, to be fair, though.
That's what I mean. But
he's going to do.
I wouldn't want him to go. You know what I mean? Like, I could pallet losing Pato, but someone who's like 09 who can fill in different places and is steady away and loves the club, I'd be gutted if he went. You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. But like, if someone comes in for 10 million quid for a 30-year-old, like he's probably gone, isn't he?
5 million then. Not that they're coming for 10. 5 million would you take?
Nah. I'd rather.
And how far Luke's come though? He went from Wickham, who just got promoted into League One the season he came to us. You know,
I just think you need to keep.
He had a rough time, didn't he, when he first came? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
09's progression has been fucking unbelievable, and the guy is somehow still played centre half.
He's a child in a man. He's a child in a man's body.
The point is, there's people that you'd keep the core of the team, and there's people that you'd let go.
It's the spine, isn't it? So and for me, Pato's part of that spine. Like, I wouldn't want to sell him. Like, I think if we sold him and we got someone else in, they'd probably be worse than him. That's not progression, is it?
It's not, but they've just brought in 2 keepers, haven't they? That part of me thought Pato was when they brought them 2 in. Part of me thought
Pato's on the way out.
Yeah.
It's future proofing though. I think more than immediate deals. That's my thought on that. It's like if Pato's injured, what the fuck do we do?
Or maybe because the fucking
Bishop
Blondie
coming back from
competition with places was Bass was fucking pump in the other one. You know what I mean?
Bass and Bishop.
Bass the Bishop.
I don't remember where this started, but I do like Pato.
Yes. I'm going to quickly call out because we still need Davies' prediction. Paul has gone for a 2-1 Sunderland win. Didn't say who's going to score. And Tim the Minion is also saying about
I got it. What's Smitty? Who was our geezer from in the last season? He popped up every week on the comments.
SFC Ted.
No. Who was it? He had a funny name. Oh, David, you know it.
Is it Margin?
Nah.
No, it was like a fucking Bong.
Bong.
Bing Bong.
Where's Bong?
Bong's
he was on, wasn't he? He came on the Wednesday game, didn't he, on the stream? I think
What's
it's
he
on
on?
in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a bong.
Oh,
Bing-
bong, man,
bing
away,
bong.
lad.
Remember,
Bong. If you're watching this at catch up, lad, come back alive, lad. I miss you.
Bong, yeah. Remember when I thought he was Ekwa?
Yeah,
We haven't talked about Ekwa yet.
Well,
Who's he?
We
He's
haven't
not
talked
played a
about
minute.
him, and I'll tell you why. Because
Dude's
this
favourite
new
player.
gaffer seems to fucking have seen the light. Like fucking Pastor Kenya is fucking told him, right, you do not play this man in midfield. And it hasn't happened. So there you go.
Well, he might be off to
Yeah.
Udinese. He might be off to Italy. Heck, well, there's rumours of him going, isn't there?
I did
See
see
you
that.
later.
Like.
I'll fucking drive him. I'll get my taxi out and I'll fucking drive him there.
Wait, if it's the same geezer cutting the deal, we might get fucking 50 pence. You know, the same guy who fucking sold Jack Clarke for 15 million, he'd be like, well, he's worth about 50 pence.
I think Alan's brushing his teeth or setting the coffee off. I can't tell the difference.
I'm
making a brew,
heard a
mate.
funny noise, like.
Made a brew. Good
There's
shit.
a kettle on
Davey,
the floor.
what's your prediction, mate?
Well, unfortunately, boys, I'm going to bring it right down. We're going to hit reality. We're going to get smashed, mate. 3-0.
Oh, God, Davey, didn't say that, mate.
Yeah, man.
Only, come on, what's Ivan's odds?
But I can't tell you because hold on, actually, my phone is on 1%. I'll just text Ivan now, right? But I think Burnley are they're probably the best team in the league, and I think we've played two poor teams. I really think reality is going to hit us, and we're going to get bent out. To be honest, I think.
So do you think Burnley are going to do what they did with Vincent Kompany like this season? You think they'll do something similar?
I think Burnley will get promoted. Like,
yeah,
bloody Burnley, as Mark Goldbridge says.
I'll be
Bloody
surprised.
Burnley.
It'd be fun. I'll be shutting down, mate.
oh, no more Ivan.
Oh,
Ivan's. You have to wait till next fucking week, Ivan.
He's too busy anyway, and he's trying to like get his deal off to Al Ain or wherever he's gone.
Mate, no, he's told us on the down low he's coming to Sunderland.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with you, mate, because obviously they've scored so many goals and they're coming from all over the pitch. It's not like they're relying on one person scoring all the goals. So the threat is the entire squad, not just one individual. Their top scorer is Brownhill, but
you can't really have a top scorer after fucking 2 games. Like.
There's a winger that
2
plays
goals
for them. I can't remember his name. He's really good.
Scott Parker.
No, Scott Parker wasn't a winger, was he?
No. Judas.
No.
I want you to have a guess at the two. Whilst you're figuring that out, Alan, I want the lads to have a guess at the 2 top scorers with. There's 3. Sorry, there's 3 people in this league with 3 goals. 2 of them are former Sunderland players. Have a guess.
Oh.
Ellis Sims.
No. Where does Ellis Sims play now? Cov.
No.
Championship.
There's been an attack just at the news feed. There's been an attack at a German festival. Jermaine Janus is fucking going wild.
I'll give you a clue. One of them plays for West Brom and one of them plays for Millwall.
Josh Madger.
George Honeyman.
Madger, yeah.
Madger's one. And the
Is it Roadrunner, Duncan Watmore?
Duncan.
It is indeed.
Roadrunner.
Where is he? Oh, he's at Millwall. He's still in
Millwall are fucking 3rd bottom though, aren't they? Millwall haven't won a game.
Yeah, because they lose 4-3 and stuff like that every
Yeah.
Mate, if I was a front for Millwall, I'd be fucking raging. Like, imagine scoring 3 goals in 2 games and having 8 points.
Duncan Watmore, he was just made out of glass, wasn't he? At Sunderland, he was quite injury prone, wasn't he?
He was a Borough as well. To be fair,
fucking 1 more, 2 more, what more? Just kept on running. Couldn't fucking.
I rated him, to be fair. I thought he was similar to Kyle. Kevin Kyle. I don't know if you remember.
Kevin Kyle.
Kevin Kyle.
Kevin Kyle.
I thought you were going to say Kyle. I thought you were going to say Kyle.
Yeah, mate, I was waiting for a certain Kevin Kyle. Fuck.
Not his speed. Fuck me. He took him about half an hour to get him 5 miles an hour. He's slow as fuck.
Kevin Kyle.
He's a good fan, Kevin Kyle. Yeah, after he finished his career with Sunderland, he went to work on a boat that was like delivering shit.
Well, like the Merchant Navy.
Yeah. Like he just fucking gave up football and went to work on like
Well,
I mean,
that's
you
literally
should
not
have given
true.
football a long time ago. To be fair, like he was hanging on.
That's literally not true, mate. Because he's went to like 7 different clubs after us.
I'm telling you, Kevin
He
Kyle.
did no. He's right. He did go and work on a boat.
He went to work on a boat,
Yeah.
mate.
Post-retirement, probably, but not immediately after Sunderland.
I didn't say immediately after Sunderland.
Okay.
I just said after, like, cause after his
Ah.
football.
It's been a year that only brought up Kevin Kyle. Like, oh,
Right.
Right. Are we reaching the natural end of? It's been a
I
bit.
I think so. I think.
Do you know what the problem has been? Is we've had too long between. You know what I mean? We're cramming in loads of things instead of doing it every week. We're like, we've been all over the shop.
we're every week from now on, right, Smithy?
That's it. I've just got to wake up at 4:30 to get.
Is this on this
start.
app, Amp? Is it going to be on this app or Discord?
Yes. Yeah, it'll be on this app, but I'll pop it in the Discord chat so you can see the link every time.
No worries. Cheers.
Riverside, motherfucker.
Right.
Sponsor the podcast.
How do we wrap? I've got to actually, before the podcast ends, I've got a question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
2 questions. First of all, is Lone Watch coming back, or whatever the fuck that was called?
Loan shark.
Lone Shark.
Absolutely not.
Smithy's in charge of the podcast, mate. It's not my podcast. I just bring the ideas. I've said this before.
We've got one lone player.
I was going to say, I think we need to wait for the transfer window to sort itself out before we can start thinking about Loan Shark.
Loan Shark, and what else was it that was catchphrase last season?
What's the odds, Ivan?
What's the odds Ivan was on?
To be fair, we have done that today already, so yeah, why not? What's the odds?
And Cabby's phrase, would you be happy with a point?
I would be happy with a point against Burnley.
I would tomorrow, yeah. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
cool.
All right,
today.
Cool.
What was the other question?
That was it. He's done 2 questions.
Oh, right, okay.
It was odds Ivan and Loan Shark.
All right.
Is there another question?
Have we got like a random, like non-related football-related question that we ask?
I've got a question for you. Who's your favourite, Deadpool or Wolverine?
I've only seen the first film, Deadpool, recently. I need to watch the second, and then I'll.
Right, don't sit on the fence, mate. Oh,
I mean, it's quite clearly Deadpool. Wolverine's a bitch.
Wolverine's a bitch.
I mean, Hugh Jackman, mate. Hugh Jackman's probably outside that window behind you, like ready to fucking cave your head in.
Yeah,
good day, mate.
Fuck, I'm scared now.
I'm going to go Wolverine to balance out the scales, mate.
I'll say. I'll say Wolverine since 2 people.
It stays with it. She's a Wolverine. Like, she's likes to be a Hugh Jackman. Like,
good eye, Mike. Hugh bloody Jackman.
Did you see that?
Is he from? Is he from
Aussie?
No, he's an Aussie.
Is he what?
You said
Hugh McJackman.
Jacob, Ali was saying your accent sounded Scottish. It wasn't Aussie at all.
Are you sure,
I'm pretty sure you missed the joke. Anyways,
all right. Smitty, tell us what's coming up, and then we'll take one.
What's coming up? So tonight we have tonight in fucking hell, the Sunderland game. We're doing the watch along for the Sunderland game, and then a match review and probably this time next week.
Hey. Crouchy's going to be on this time next week, mate. Shout out Crouchy.
Yeah.
He promised that he's going to be on this time next week.
Wait,
yeah, he did.
Isn't it in a Crouchy stag the day after?
It is.
It is.
Stag next week, yeah.
We better get him on because
we need to get him on. Like
last time before he's a free man.
You might get alcohol poisoning or fall on the time or something.
Do you know? Yeah, so do you know what they're doing for the stag or not?
Not a clue. Is it YouTube friendly?
Are you flying in for the stag, lad?
It is YouTube friendly. Basically, Crouchy's going as Donald Trump, and we're going as bodyguards.
Donald Trump just after he was shot.
With the earpiece.
With the ear.
Fucking hell.
Very good costume idea. Very good.
China. That was a better impression. That was good.
That was class. Right. Oh,
Did you see when
right.
Trump said that where more than 100% of immigrants have taken jobs or something like that? 100. He said it was like there's 100% of jobs taken by immigrants. Actually, I've heard more than 100%. That's what he said recently.
The guy is a fucking idiot. Like
He is, yeah.
Right.
He calls Kim Jong Un Little Rocket Man, doesn't he? He calls Kim Jong Un Little Rocket Man. It's just...
Did you see when he was yesterday? He was doing his speech, but it was his first speech outside, so he had like a load of plexiglass around him. He's like a little hamster box.
They're all same Andy politicians. They're full of shit. You can't trust any of them.
Except for Corbyn. Andrew loves Corbyn.
I didn't say I love Corbyn.
You do love Corbyn.
Man,
Mark,
I don't know how we.
If Corbyn said, right, Andrew, I want you to go and tattoo your face with a fucking swastika, you got, yeah, all right then.
Right, I think that's a perfect way to end the pod. Cheers.
Like, comment, subscribe. It doesn't.